Sunny B2, Cocomelon, the most evil channel on YouTube. If you want to watch the original video, that will be downstairs, but like your own opinions and conjecture.
I can't.
Let's get into it.
I can't.
Okay.
My son is almost 2 and I've been letting him watch Cocomelon,
Sasha,
but
put
now
this
I
on?
had to get him speech therapy so I can get him to talk. There are hundreds and hundreds of anecdotes in which parents mention the exact same problem. The Cocomelon show is so insanely addictive, it's being compared to nicotine and causing...
Okay, but then I see... Already going into the video, I have to play devil's advocate where it's like, yo, I do hate Cocomelon. I think this brain rot John is like, yo, really bad. Like, and how they're putting these characters on TikTok, and now kids are scrolling on TikTok, letting these dumb characters thinking that this is the show, and yada yada, this, that, and third. But I also say, like, is this not like a parents thing though, as well? Think about it, because yeah, they're watching Cocomelon is bad, but who gave them this iPad or sat them in front of the TV for them to be watching this for hours? See, you have to but you have to evaluate that, right?
Yeah. See, I was just talking about it as an educator, because it's like, how can you be addicted to something if you was never given it? Okay? Or how can you, I don't want to say addicted, how can you have these iPad kids, right? Become iPad kids if you never gave them the iPad? Can I get a book, kid? Give him a book.
Now, you can get a book, kid, but see, in the big 2024, heads are not going to do that. And this is what I'm saying the argument is, especially with millennials. This is why I think y'all are bad parents. Because, like, yeah, y'all understand the fact, millennials, like, yeah, TV and John, that kept y'all entertained. And I feel that because, yeah, as a Gen Z, well, of course, TV and all that John's going to keep you entertained. But you know that factor could have on children, and you know that entertained you as a kid. So you objectively know if I put and I know a lot of parents say this, especially in black households, oh, yeah, just give them the iPad. Just turn on the TV. Just turn on the game for him. Y'all know this is true.
It is.
Y'all know this is true. And then y'all want to complain or virtue signal about them. Their attention span bad and my kid don't know how to read and this brain rot. Bro, you put the iPad in front of their face. Oh, yeah, here, just give them my phone real quick.
Yeah.
Bro, you don't have no right to complain. And this is what I be talking about. And this is why I really feel I'm in this argument. Yeah, you want a book kid? Nah, y'all not going to have a book kid because y'all don't want to have to actually take the time and really parent. Y'all letting them parent through YouTube. Oh, and Cocomelon.
I just really have a problem with these iPad kids. Oh, gotta have the iPad. Gotta have. Oh, no, how did it get started? It started somewhere. It started by. Here, just.
Yeah, take the phone.
No. Yeah, and then that's it. So now, once you take it away.
Start having meltdowns with Joe too, and that's a whole other thing. So now they're really reliant on these Jones too, and when you take it away as a disciplinary John, now they're breaking down, and they don't know how to act. So now and then you not even taking the time to really discipline correctly. So when that same John happened in a setting like school with them, that's why you see a lot of these kids crashing out in pre-K and kindergarten. Yeah. See, this is a whole argument itself. But heads will never want to acknowledge that, yo, you is the problem, big bro. You gave them the phone, the iPad, the TV.
But guess what? All the education is on the computer.
Now it is. I would say after COVID, a lot of it.
And it's like, see, this is where it's hard because this is where we're going into technology. We're going into technology, but then it's like, why do they always have to have it? How you going to learn how to handwrite? It's now, you want to know what it is? Because all this state testing is on the computer. Now we got to give homework on typing.
Yeah,
now we got to give homework on. What happened to writing?
It's dead. Like,
writing down the math multiplication problems. What happened to writing down? Let me just be quiet. I don't know. I have a problem. I just really have a problem with it. But I get it because everything is based around technology. So we got to have our kids educated. You know,
I'd say I'd say it's a different argument. Yeah, because
technology savvy but.
The technology is bad. I feel like, we kind of do need to implement some more traditional tactics, even though times are moving on and that's acknowledgeable too. But I just feel like that's a different argument, because that's just like the tech versus old school teaching method argument. I'm just saying, as far as like adults saying why they kids like this and then not realizing or not acknowledging, because you definitely realize when you keep giving them your phone or iPad to put this on in front of them. Like, yo, this is your fault. Like, the reason your kid is an iPad kid is because you provided him an iPad. You provided him a phone.
So now Cocomelon is putting kids on the spectrum?
I guess so. We gonna see.
Developmental issues amongst the kids who
7.7 times to show
Children's
ADHD.
TV expert Jerica Sands calls it the most damaging show a child can watch, explaining the sneaky ways in which they make the show addictive. Then I can't go put this on tomorrow. Firstly, there's the colors. Take, for example, the wheels on the bus. The three main colors, blue, green, and yellow, are all at maximum saturation, meaning they cannot be made any brighter, no matter how hard you try. Extreme saturation is normally used for alerts and notifications modifications, as it's exciting, dynamic, and attracts attention, which is why it's also used in slot machines. Cocomelon puts these colors in perfect contrast, making them appear even more vibrant, which is different to, for example, Bluey, in which the colors instead blend together.
Wait a minute.
But then kids still watch this too, so then that's what I'd argue against that. Like, I don't think colors is a good argument, because and I will agree with the thing where it's like more dynamic. You see these flashier, brighter colors, you want to pay attention when you're like, oh, something just popped. But like, you know how many shows and John got this where kids are still overly watching this, John? You know what I mean? So I don't know, but I mean, I could see the argument. This is like that John with the Dawson vid. What was the thing we were saying? Is like whatever. Oh yeah, with the Feasible Zone. This is like a whatever thing to me with this argument. It's like, bro, colors is.
So now they're
as a grown man.
What about Bluey? Yeah, Bluey's a show that I show the kids in the morning, but it's a whole lot. I got some controversy going on with Bluey.
Does it?
Bluey's a whole nother topic because
I know this
Blue's Clues
hypocritical.
And Blue's Clues, Bluey and Blue's Clues.
But you gotta really think about it, because the people that's making these shows that's for children are not children though. And I know it's gonna be like, yo, how are children gonna make shows for themselves, bro? These are kids. Yeah, obviously, bro.
Then you can't tell them to think like kids, because then they gonna go on the calendar. It's like
exactly,
we're in a no-win situation.
And that's the thing too. And then I just think these bulls love putting their own political narratives and stuff like that into every media, not even just like, you know, John's on YouTube or just like, you know, shows. Disney, we're looking at you. I think Marvel. We also anyway, we're not gonna. Yeah, we also worry about that too. So they putting their own little thoughts in this John. Like, bro, it's just children. Like, anything for kids nowadays is just not what we want to be on. Like, I don't even know how to explain it. And obviously, I feel like there should be content for children that they could obviously help and. This is a whole different subject and stuff. There should be content that kids can watch, obviously through online means, but it's gotta be more regulated, because yo, them Minecraft and Elsa Gate Jones we was watching a minute ago, we gonna see them later, or we should have been saw them later. And then two, it's like, yeah, so kids don't end up TikTok brain rotted and can't pay attention for more than 5 seconds, literally.
I don't know.
It's just bad. Like, this video is gonna definitely. That's why I wanted to watch it. This video is definitely gonna.
Cocomelon's also different because it's highly repetitive. There's a reason they have 38 videos with over 1 billion views. A child's brain is wired to learn through repetition,
over 1 billion.
so it feels right to them to watch the same thing over and over again. Cocomelon abuses this in almost every video. For example, in the Yes Yes Playground song, they pick a word to repeat 3 times in every sentence, pairing it with a subtly repeating background lullaby, keeping children hooked. Literally no show or movie puts
how?
I don't know.
Yay, yay, stomp, stomp, stomp.
Is that a good argument? Because like there is normal children's song that has nothing to do with Cocomelon that has implied these same tactics or use these same tactics.
Repeat.
Like, so nah, bro. I don't know. See, and this is where I like playing devil's advocate, because I went into this job. I'm ready to hate, bro. Cocomelon and Skibbity Toilet, we need to get rid of this garbage. It's like, bro, I can't, bro.
Cocomelon. I like the Cocomelon Jersey Club song.
We got to make it a fair argument.
My son into a deep trance, the way Cocomelon does. The second it's on the TV, he turns into a toddler zombie who doesn't see or hear anything else that's going on in the room.
I've seen that.
This is only
exacerbated
I've seen
that happen.
I'm gonna be
with
honest
Cocomelon
and
at work.
Also, again, playing devil's advocate, Mom seen this in John, and I guess I can only attest to seeing this on TikTok and John. But there's a lot of vids, yo. These kids, they lasered to the TV.
Yeah.
I'm like, yo, this is crazy. I'm like,
this is what's I'm feeling bad.
This is how they be getting them through the political YouTube ads. Nah, let me stop playing. But like, what's up?
I gotta do some more activities. I'm starting tomorrow.
Yeah, it might be time to start giving bulls worksheets.
Nah, tomorrow. No, tomorrow I'm doing it's gonna be called Moving Monday morning. Moving Morning Monday.
What you mean? So we not practicing on schooling? Yeah, that's my
favorite. No, in the morning we gotta do some exercise. We gotta get ready. We gotta exercise our mind and our body to get ready for the day and the week.
All right, so we learned about Kronos, the god that cannibalizes
all
son.
That. Yep.
Yo, that Joe was yo in the unschooling video. Yo, I was dying, bro. She was like, "Yo, we're teaching them things you actually need to know," and then started bringing that John up. I'd rather him watch Cocomelon. Yo, that Joe was funny. Nah, but this
titles, which have also been a heavy point of criticism. The letters are not educational. I can barely read them fast enough. It's simply another interesting element to capture your little one's attention.
That I agree with.
Cocomelon explains in every description, our goal is to help make learning a fun and enjoyable experience for kids, giving you the peace of mind that your children are receiving quality educational content. But people have argued—
That is yap, bro. That's quite literally, that's the most corpo yap. That's corpo yap. I'm not even gonna, that is such corpo yap. We're trying to make this Jones so your children are making sure they have quality content to sit them down, knowing that you're about to give them this phone or iPad so they can sit down and on this John, bro. Y'all so corpo. I ain't gonna lie, bro. Hey, bro, that's where the world going, bro. This y'all world, bro, not mine. No cap.
That they're teaching exactly what children shouldn't do. For example, in the No Bedtime song, the baby refuses to brush his teeth, have a bath, put on pajamas, or get in bed. The education is that he eventually agrees to do so, yet a TikTok user was critical, stating, anytime I'd ask my son to do a simple task, he'd say no, no, no. He's sitting there watching Cocomelon, which taught him no, 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 and to say no to me. On the topic of education, Jerica San stated, these people don't give a shit about our children. They care about money. That's it. Your child's cognitive development in direct exchange for their wealth, and there's pretty good evidence.
And they know it too, because bruh, yo, how many 3-year-olds y'all know how to skip an ad?
All of them.
You think so?
Know how to skip an ad?
Know how to skip an ad
without being taught? Just press that button?
Without being taught, yeah, nah.
Oh, they don't know that.
They don't.
They just see TV. They just see.
They watching it. The ads just playing. Yo, they ad rev wonderbar. I ain't gonna lie, they ad rev wonderful.
If you're not sitting of an adult or whoever's not sitting in front of them, or like I said, if they didn't teach them,
yo,
these kids know skip the ad.
Hold on, can I see something? I just want to look something up real quick. I'm like, yo. This Joe, I just have to see because because I don't want to spread no misinformation or start lying.
I don't know, but this.
Yeah, I did look up Cocomelon. I ain't gonna lie. Okay.
Cocomelon's on live and ads come on. Because Bluey, I watch Bluey and ads come on.
Nah, I just wanna see something.
What you looking
up?
You
gotta sign up for this. You gotta sign up for
this. YouTube Kids? Oh, you gotta go through a whole lot.
Okay.
Because I want YouTube Kids from my school.
I just want to know if YouTube Kids has Cocomelon on it, John. Because I don't think it does. Because I know on Kids, John, you can monetize them. But usually when you go through the monetization process, at least posting a video, it always asks, like, is this for kids or whatever? And I'm not sure if, obviously, you should be able to still monetize that content. But I'm not sure if it is monetized most of the time. So I'm saying, like, why not just post this on YouTube Kids, though? Like, why not post it there? It's for children, correct? Like, you know what I'm saying? And this is what I'm saying.
But if they put it there, they don't make no money.
Is what I'm assuming. I'm probably wrong. But, like, even still, though. But y'all really think they doing this joint out of the y'all gotta, like, some of y'all gotta really think. Like, if you're gonna actually want to think about this. Because I know that, again, this is, like, a drama, irrelevant topic. Who really actually cares? We got real life problems, like paying bills. Like, but, like, still, though. Y'all gotta think, bro. All these corporate businesses, bro, they don't care about you. All these companies that be like, yo, we're doing this for the betterment of our customers, consumers, and people. They straight lying to your face, like, dead up on these ads, bro. Yo, you think they care about a kindness in their heart if there wasn't dollars going into their pocket? You crazy, bro. You insane.
You have those one or two that do care, and then all of a sudden, now they got problems in the job.
Get one or two, and them ones was Mr. Beast. Bye. I'm gonna see y'all later. Yeah. That's really tough. So now every corpo on the planet, every business is on the planet is now definitely corpo. And let me not even on a Jimmy Glaze. We're just mean.
Yeah.
But like, nah, seriously though, they don't care about like your children well-being, your well-being, or making sure that your kid is getting like they're saying your child's cognitive developments, like making sure they mind structure and all that straight, making sure they actually learn it. They don't care, bro. That's cap. Where are my moms? And she right here. Like.
Reporting this, a New York Times journalist visited Cocomelon's studio, discovering their #1 focus is keeping children hooked. Cocomelon's data and analytics team sifts constantly through YouTube numbers to determine exactly what resonates. Should a girl wear black jeans or blue jeans? Should the music be louder or softer? Should the bus be yellow or red? Yellow is the answer.
Yo, how many ABCs 1, 2, 3s is in that?
And what?
In this. And should the girl wear black or blue jeans? Should the music be louder? Should the bus be yellow or red? How many? Yo, we gotta make sure that the kids could definitely understand the words that's on the screen. They could definitely understand how the numbers that's going on. They could definitely, we definitely making sure how to implement how they could easily learn. Bro, they not worried about this. They worried about retention. They making sure they keep watching them videos, boy. That's tough. Nah, but we already knew this.
As they use a darker method to ensure that they're correct. Cocomelon has a dedicated Distractotron room, in which once a month children are brought here one at a time and shown a handful of episodes to figure out exactly which parts of the shows are engaging and which are tuned out. Next to the TV playing Cocomelon, there's a second screen which plays a continuous loop of banal real-world scenes. A guy pouring a cup of coffee, someone getting a haircut, each lasting about 20 seconds.
Like, is this real? Because
no,
if
they
this
really
is real,
do
this
this.
is terrifying. Like, this is kind of scary as heck. Because this literally means they're trying to figure out how exactly to wire your brain down to the neurons. Yo,
they want to see
how can we get you to fully lock into watching
what
this,
loses their attention? Because then they cutting that part out.
Yeah, they sure are. And I'm trying to tell you that. Yo, that's crazy, bro. Yo, we gonna have TV, bro, or whatever version of cable or whatever is in the future. Because now it's streaming services, Netflix, yada yada. Whatever is the main genre in the future, bro, they gonna have us probably hooked up to this boy looking like these. Bro, like, nah, are y'all actually serious, bro? Nah, this is mom, this is scary, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
I'm looking at the haircut.
Whenever a youngster looks away from the Moonbug show to glimpse the Distractotron, a note is jotted down. We can see what they're looking at and the exact moment when they got distracted. Therefore, education clearly isn't the primary goal.
It sure ain't.
Attention is, and this is proven by Cocomelon's most addictive element, rapid camera cutting. It's crazy how many times...
This is what I really wanted to get into, because this is what Mr. Beast does still to this day. It's not he don't make content. It's them rapid camera movements. It keeps your eyes engaged. I'm telling you. You know how people used to say, people still say, in your REM sleep and your eyes are really shifting. It's like REM sleep but being awake, bro. Because your eyes with these camera movements shifting, you gotta look at all these different things and pay attention. That's how they get people. This is why they be saying, bro, yo, them first 5 seconds, bro. This is why heads keep saying too. Like this literally correlates. Both of them go together like a puzzle piece, key and lock type jump. Heads can't pay attention for more than 5 seconds. And that's why I always tell you, first thing with content creators, you got to hook them in the first 5 seconds. Because, bro, you hit all these angles and all that. Now I'm forced to pay attention. All right, I paid attention for this long. Might as well keep watching. Yo, and then imagine this with a 3-year-old, bro, with a young ball. We printing money. We're printing money.
But guess what? I'm gonna start screaming in the first 5 seconds. Then they go wonder why she's screaming.
Yeah, that
what happened?
That's what is that called? That's a dang. There's a specific name for that. A call to action. Yeah, that's a call to action. So if you just do some dumb junk in the first 5 seconds, you're like, what the heck? And then watch the video. Or you say something that, if you say, like, a good one is you have to ask a question to the person to make them feel like they don't know the information, therefore they want to learn it. So if I say I started this video off with literally, yo, this is why Cocomelon is the worst YouTube channel to ever exist. Now you're questioning your head, why is Cocomelon the way? And you're going to keep watching. I see this junk all the time. Heads think I'm not paying attention. It's time to start implementing on these videos, though.
Okay, let's start. Next one.
Y'all got to start the question.
Why is Cocomelon the most evil thing on TV? Why?
Wait, what you mean?
I'm just saying. That's how we started. That's how we should have started it off.
No, I would have started off.
Like, well, why she
why did Diddy have 1,000 bottles of baby?
It doesn't matter. I don't know why they even. Anyway, let's get back to Cocomelon.
Yeah.
The frame changes on Cocomelon. It's the same type of addicting behavior that we experience on TikTok.
Exactly.
It's the quick change of frame that releases that dopamine and makes the videos addicting to watch. Count the seconds between a change of frame. Well, TikToker the Circus Brain did exactly this. He firstly counts the changes on My Little Pony, concluding there's about 6 seconds between each cut. He then compares it to Cocomelon.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1. 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1.
In her video, The Nightmare That Is
Yo, we're doomed.
I was confused.
Yo, we're doomed.
I didn't know. Should I been watching the video, counting the movements? I don't know.
Bro, the camera changed like 8 times in the span of 15 seconds. I'm like, bro. Nah, we're cooked, bro. Yo, movies are gonna go out of business, bro. Like, they're gonna go out of business. Cause like, yo, you can't, you can't even sit there and have the camera not change for more than 5 seconds in a span of 5 seconds. You know what I'm saying? Like, which is crazy. So how you sitting through Endgame? Bro, what, bro? Yo, we need like 4 movies playing on the same screen, bro. No, that's gonna be real, bro. Oh my God, that's gonna be so bad. Cause imagine you have a movie theater and it's just one big movie, John, and it's just like 5 separate screens, 6 separate screens. You just pay attention to whichever movie. That's gonna be so bad, bro.
Was it all of them?
And heads would still go and watch this.
Like me with the Olympics.
Yeah, y'all, Peacock had the split screen, but I feel like for the Olympics it's kind of odd because you can focus on whatever sport's actually going on at that time. Like we just on TikTok watching Subway Surfers with the sand cutting videos, with the videos of the bottles rolling down the stairs, with the Cocomelon in the back, and then the skibbity toilet noises in the background. We just sitting there zombified on this John, bruh. I know y'all seen that one video of the kid with the Minecraft and he was also on the phone, bruh. That joint is so bad, bruh. I'm not gonna. That's over for us.
Cocomelon, Semantics draws a similar conclusion. She found that 96% of the shots in Baby Shark were shorter than 2 seconds. Wow. She then compares 4 different animated shows, again finding Cocomelon has the shorter shots.
The longest shot on a Cocomelon video was 6 seconds. Wow. The longest shot on Arcane was 8 seconds. The longest shot on Bluey was 27 seconds. Wow. And the longest shot on Encanto was 18 seconds.
Which, when combined with every other element, creates some terrifying statistics. Dr. Kristen Summer explained that when showing an infant normal video content, they'll focus on the screen just 11% of the time. However, when the video is instead switched to Cocomelon, their screen engagement skyrockets to a whopping 74%.
Ooh, that's a lot.
Yo. But then that's the problem. Why are we showing infants videos this young? Like, bro, they can't just be yumbos, bro. They gotta play. Yo, don't we got some toys or something, bro? Yo, y'all just gotta admit y'all don't want to take care of y'all kids. That's just what it is for real, though. Like, bruh, because I understand some heads got work and all that too, which is understandable. It has to be tired, you know what I mean? But, bruh, 74% of the time, yo, the baby here, the baby locked in. Like, bro, this is...
This therefore produces stories such as this. I used to volunteer for a preschool and they had song time. A Cocomelon video came on and all of the tots stopped what they were doing, put down their cheese crackers, and remained fixated on the screen for the duration of the video. Bro, it was honestly kind of terrifying.
Nah, this some MK Ultra type junk. I don't know what, bro, they got these yumbos, yo, they got them brainwashed. I really thought they had them I already knew the TikTok junk was bad, brainwashed heads want to be, yo. If I'm in a room and I know these yumbos, right? So they get excited about all the Jones, bro. If I'm sitting there, snack time, we all chilling. Yo, little Susie need her crackers. Yo, little Mike need his juice. All you hear is a and everybody go, yo, I'm having a heart attack, bro. I
seen it happen.
Yo, they done rotted these bulls' minds.
I seen it happen.
Yo.
I seen it happen.
Yo, that's really scary, though. I'm like, yo, the whole class start looking at the jump. Nah, man, I'm really seeing her,
I seen that happen.
You know how I be saying they be spiking these heads, chocolate milk, bro. You be 6'5" at 10. I don't know how they be doing this, John. Nah, whatever they putting in this Cocomelon got heads, minds. Like, it must activate and dopamine, obviously. But it got to activate, like, a certain neuron in their head where that joint just grip they joint just.
But it ain't just Cocomelon.
Like this, bruh. Nah, that's a lot of stuff.
As soon as you turn on that TV,
but I'm saying that's just so scary.
Pyrethrum board or whatever you want to call it.
To where like
the boards, they just...
like that joint is so crazy to them, or not crazy, but that joint is like so prevalent to them that like it just, yo, you gotta break your neck. Make sure you look at this. No, that's.
YouTuber Saberspark shared his own personal anecdote. He asked to watch a Disney movie with his 2 younger cousins, who both completely refused, and instead spent all day glued to an iPad playing the addictive show. In Cocomelon Made My Kid a Zombie, a mother talks about her son. He would be in a daze while watching it. You could be waving your hand right in front of his face, and he wouldn't move. It was almost scary. This was also discovered by Sarah Mills 98, who explained when the Cocomelon addiction is so real that my 1-year-old can navigate the TV to turn it.
Wait, I'm sorry. This is bad, but I have to say, I'm sorry. I have to say this though.
Yo, he got the remote was like, nah though.
No. You laughing, but wait, I gotta say this.
Because this is comedy, yo. I'm not going.
When you guys was little,
he's so intense.
Can I talk? When they were little, I gave them the remote. But the reason why I gave them the remote because it helped them learn their numbers.
Did it?
So yeah.
No, I can't. Man.
You used to say your numbers on the remote and the colors and everything, and you could spell the word play and stop without even looking at the remote.
I don't know what 1 + 1 is.
I don't 11. I already told the kids yesterday. Facts. 11 on Friday. Facts. They looked at me like I was crazy. Well, I don't know.
Hey, that's actually good.
Then don't ask me questions.
That I was wrong. Hey, no, I'm just proud of that because
one and
some of these
one
kids
makes
would be like,
11.
yeah.
I mean,
they'd be like, yeah.
But anyway, but I have to, admit, I'm guilty of the remote. I will give y'all the remote, but y'all had to learn y'all numbers. What channel? What cable channel it is? Press that number and tell me what it was. But it was education at the same time. This dude. Right.
I'm sorry, cause I'm just and I know babies be doing himself, but he's locked in.
How old do you think he might be? Maybe one.
He
not even one.
Most is 1 in 1 month. I've got, bruh.
Yeah.
He's I'm sorry. I need to be as
locked
into life as he is into
Look at him.
Who explained when the Cocomelon addiction is so real that my 1-year-old can navigate the TV by himself.
See? My 1-year-old. I say he must be one.
Imagine, you put your 1-year-old on the couch or whatever, you trying to fix breakfast or whatever, you come back in, this fool managed to get the remote off the desktop, off the counter, went back to his seat, turned on the TV, went to Netflix, turned his boy on. And you like, bro, I ain't set up. I don't even know how he did this. He did it all by himself. He's 1 year old. I need y'all to understand how brain rotted you had to be to where but I don't know. And see, this is where it's a good and a bad thing because I don't know what's worse, right? Or what part? Well, obviously, the brain rot part is worse. That they fiending this bad to watch this John. This complete melting John. But this 1-year-old baby had to learn how to do all of these actions, but the problem is it's good that he learned how to do those. The problem is it was so he could watch Cocomelon. He thought of all these complex processes. Okay, I gotta type in it. I don't even know what a remote is. I'm an infant, bro. I don't even know what
No, he know that it controls that TV where you can watch that Cocomelon.
Okay, this
you know what that is.
Big button right here. Turn on remote. Press this button. Go here. Oh, Coco. Press bro. Me at 1, bro. I was a brick, son. This me. I was a brick, son. I bro. SpongeBob came on. It was lit. I didn't know how to get to SpongeBob though.
Yeah, but you was very young,
and so was he.
No, I'm gonna say you was very smart, but I don't want to say was, but you was very, very smart. I thought you was gonna be like some. Anyway,
we failed in life. Now we drama farming. Tough.
I thought you was gonna be like some other stuff.
Nah, I'm a failure, y'all. Tough.
However, nothing shows the addiction better than the Cocomelon TikTok.
Did you see that?
Parents will play the show's intro.
Nah, come on.
Yeah.
Nah, I'm sorry. We gotta get Cocomelon.
Navigate the TV to turn it on by himself. However, nothing shows the addiction better than the Cocomelon TikTok trend. Parents will play the show's intro loudly and video their kids sprinting toward the television where you can witness their mood.
Yeah, he came in like he paid the bills.
The
He
New
said,
York
hold
Times
on.
journalist found something similar. The kid in the Distractotron had shown up in the midst of a tantrum, which ended the second he heard the Cocomelon theme song. It was no surprise to Wheeler, the head of research. 99% of kids, he said, if they're having issues when they get here, once that Cocomelon song comes on, they're like, life is okay, really all is good with the world. Obviously, there's a reason for this. Cocomelon is so hyper-stimulating that it actually acts as a drug, and what happens when you take the drug away. Young children experiencing symptoms of addiction and withdrawal, obviously
justifiable crash out. 15 out of 10. You shouldn't have took away the Cocomelon, bro.
Leaving them completely dysregulated. TikTok user ThePoff1 filmed what happens when you take the show away, explaining he'll be inconsolable for at least 10 to 15 mins after, adding in the description, Cocomelon meltdown is legit. Once you have a taste of the cocoa, it's hard to break the addiction, which this Reddit user had experienced even worse. My husband and I have been worried about our child. I can slowly see how she'd throw violent tantrums at home and and in church whenever she'd get bored and would want to watch the show. Her behavior changes the moment she watches the show, and she will not even eat her meals if she wouldn't watch it. After these tantrums end, kids can experience a general...
I'm gonna leave it alone. Nah, I won't say it. I'm
Cause
gonna leave it alone. Because I'm like, me personally, me personally, bro, I guess y'all never heard of the 5-knuckle shuffle. I guess y'all never heard of that, John, because, bro, I don't know what type of Caucasian John this is, bro. I'm like, yo, you throwing a tantrum in church, bro, you getting, bro. Yeah, this is that 2020 and beyond John, Twitter John, bro. I'm trying to tell you, bro, I'm be honest, yo, back in 2016, bro, this is problems that, one, we were dealing with because TikTok and John and this brain rot trying to brainwash people wasn't even that prevalent. I mean, it always has been throughout human history, but it wasn't as prevalent as it is and easy to do as it is now because how freaking dumb people are. But like, yeah, bro, I had the easiest solution to this in 2016, bro. You was gonna have the and I mean the meanest smack mark on your face, bro. Like, that's really tough. You, bro, I ain't gonna lie, yo, that belt buckle was about to be imprinted on your behind, bro. That joint is
eat really now or eat never.
I'm like, yeah, bro, you was really gonna starve, though. Now you can't call CPS, though. Yeah, is you gonna eat this food or what you gonna eat, bro? Tough. I ain't gonna lie, and no, obviously we're not promoting y'all abuse your children, bro. I don't think we gotta say that, right? Like, but like, bro, like, yo, you could discipline more than you can, because if you try to discipline in any sort of fashion, and I mean like even take the Cocomelon away, you a bad parent now, bro.
Oh my God.
I'm not even gonna get into why, because I shouldn't even have to explain why that is very hypocritical, but yeah, that's the world we live in, y'all. Shout out y'all world.
Their brain begins to expect this intense level of stimulation.
Basically, Cocomelon overstimulates their brains so much that everything else just seems slow and boring.
See, this is my brain rot.
However, the potential consequences get much worse than this. As mentioned at the start, it was the cause of a child's speaking problems, with a notable reply reading, "Same thing happened with my daughter too. She's 4 but can't speak properly. She knows the words, but she does not like to frame the sentence or speech. She has been watching these Cocomelons or such other stuffs for 2 or 3 years. Hope we're not too late."
Nah, we gonna go back.
I'm sorry, but you can't really blame it on Cocomelon.
Yeah, nah, that's exactly what I was going back.
I'm not agreeing with this.
Same thing happened with my daughter too. She's 4 years old, can't speak properly. Sounds like this is your fault. You should probably help. You should probably help educate her a bit more. Yet she knows the words, but she does not like. She knows the words, but she does not like to frame the sentence or speech together. I'm assuming. Again, then you should probably help her out doing this. I ain't gonna lie. She has been watching these Cocomelons other stuff for like 2 to 3 years. Okay, this is absolutely your fault. Again, she's a young bull.
And then she went and got to control the remote like that 1-year-old.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah, y'all could try for that. But nah, I'm not going for that. Now, that young bull, though, he was feeding. He wanted to watch his Cocomelon. I feel at that point, bro, you could go ahead and watch it. Because if you going to mess around and learn how to turn on the TV and John, nah, you got it. Nah, let me stop playing. But I don't know what to do. She has now developed anger issues, hyperactive, though it's been a year. We completely stopped giving her. Okay, good. But again, all stuff that discipline fixes. Next. And we stopped giving her gadgets. Good. But we started playing audio songs on the mobile to soothe her mind. Good. And she does paintings now. Good. She picked up a hobby, even as a young boy. Hope you're not too late. No, you're not too late. You were just not parenting during this time. That's literally all it was. Like, you gave...
So I can't blame this all on Cocomelon.
No, I'm not. I'm blaming this. I'm not even blaming this on Cocomelon at all. I'm blaming this completely on the mom or whoever this is.
I say Cocomelon can do certain things, like all shows, but as far as not speaking and everything, had nothing to do with Cocomelon.
This is faulty parenting, bro. Like, this is just straight up faulty parenting. Like, bro, you just decided one day, okay, instead of thinking that Cocomelon and YouTube are going to raise my kid, I'm going to raise my kid. That's literally what it was.
Melons or such other stuffs for 2 or 3 years. Hope we're not too late. Over on Reddit, a speech-language pathologist explained, screen time in general is linked with speech delays for a variety of reasons, but Cocomelon is excessively bad. Firstly, unlike other TV shows or movies, it doesn't have a story. It's just very short clips with poorly written songs. The kids aren't able to follow the plot, learn vocabulary, and see the resolution of a conflict, supported by infant specialist Meg 4 poorer.
And the problem with fast-paced TV programs is that we find that little one's language development is slower.
On the Agents of Speech YouTube channel, this is again confirmed.
The main problem with watching videos on the internet is that they don't know how to use the language that they learn.
But he adds that 4 to 5 hours of screen.
But why are people not acknowledging that, like, the main factor of watching of kids watching Cocomelon and the reason that you get them to do that is to what? It is so obvious.
How long are they watching this Cocomelon?
That's a good.
It's
that's
on 30 minutes.
That's a
and it's not even 30 minutes. It's a
no, well, there because you could. That's why I wanted to ask if you could watch it on YouTube because it's on YouTube. It's on Netflix too. I don't know what all these different genres is, but that's the main point of them watching it on YouTube. There's infinite amounts of Cocomelon content. Of course, you got to watch ads, but you could still just.
Why are they just not asking you? But why these parents are just letting them watch Cocomelon? They could watch an episode of Cocomelon, Bluey, Sesame Street, I don't know, whatever, Blue's Clues. Like, why are they not watching different shows? Why are they just sitting there zoned out on Cocomelon, who is just singing?
And this is exactly what I'm saying. But my main point to that is like, yo, the reason that you put on Cocomelon and John for your kid is to entertain them. Is it not?
It's just babysitting.
Because this is entertainment. Like, yo, I don't care what Cocomelon love to say in a corpo behind description. Every single YouTube channel that is behind some, like, a corporate entity and even business themselves has some freaking corpo bio or whatever, bro. That's some BS. So, obviously, it's to keep up appearances in John, bro. This John is not to educate children. It's to entertain children. And they specifically, yo, we have the literal facts themselves. They said it themselves, especially with that one boy that went in and did the interview. Bro, they not doing this, John. They weren't, for the kid that was in the room, showing him the screen. They not showing him 1, 2, 3 ABCs, bro. They not showing him any Jones to learn. They're showing him this mundane trash, John, Cocomelon. But in between that, where was he learning anything? It was literally just to see what was entertaining him the longest. What kept his attention and his retention on this, John. Where and that was for learning. So that's why I'm saying, like, I just feel like, especially for the parents of the millennials or whatever, that kids is mostly dealing with this or whatever. Like, you gotta realize this is your fault though. Cause this John is not like Coco. Yo, you have to go in there yourself and be like, yo, all right, which one of these Cocomelon episodes or whatever is actually teaching my kids something, bro? Majority of them are not actually teaching no John. It's literally just to have kids watch this John. They don't know how to skip the ads, or maybe they do, but even still, we still gonna make some ad rev, bro. This is not a freaking what's the name? An education channel, bro. It's just not.
And how long are they watching this?
For
how long are they sitting there?
For a really long time, because think about it. If you could have your whole day, if you had a kid, right, and you know, obviously, the responsibility of having a kid is like, what did they always say? You said this to me before. Once you have a kid, like, yo, it's no longer your life, it's their life, right? So if you could, what would you rather choose, or what would most millennials, especially in 2024, now choose? If you could get your life back by handing a kid an iPad, knowing that for half the day they will sit here and mind rot to this while you get your free time to have your life, versus, oh, I got to take my kid to the park. Oh, I got to help them do this and that, all that, and that's going to take up their day. You find out that boring. What do you think they're going to do? You're choosing, hey, Cocomelon, baby shark. Like, bro, you're choosing that every time, bro. It's just like this whole problem just boils down to like, yo, heads just don't want to be. I'm not going to say you're a bad parent if your kid is watching Cocomelon, but heads don't want to be more engaged in a kid's life. It's just that simple. Because if you had the opportunity and want the opportunity, because you have the opportunity, especially if it's there. If you want to like sit there and do some junk with your kids so they don't have to be watching this junk, you can, but you're choosing not to. It's simple as that. Is it not? I mean, y'all can argue that with me in the comments, and I'll be glad to argue that because shoot, this is a topic that needs to be argued. People need to be more engaged in their kids' life. But like, yeah, bro, I just feel like they just not acknowledging that problem. But we can all generally agree, yeah, Cocomelon just is part of this brain right cycle of content. Same with Skibidi Toilet, same with all these other jobs. Like, tough.
Time per day can make a toddler completely non-verbal. 4 to 5 hours is obviously a lot of time, but in Cocomelon Made My Kid a Zombie, researchers discovered that 5-year-olds who watch more than 2 hours of TV a day tended to have lower attention spans and were 7.7 times more likely to show symptoms of ADHD. These screen times might be even lower for Cocomelon specifically, because as explained by Jerica Sands, not all screen time is created equal. A child who just just watched 30 minutes of Cocomelon and a child who just watched 30 minutes of Trash Truck will look like a very, very different child. Thankfully, here lies a simple solution. Sierra Renee explained my 2-year-old is speech delayed and addicted to Cocomelon. Switched to Miss Rachel 2 days ago, and he's already saying more words and hasn't had any tantrums. Kim.it shared an almost identical anecdote. My 8-month-old was obsessed with Cocomelon and having bad tantrums, so I cancelled Cocomelon and only let her watch Miss Rachel, and she said her first word within the first 3 days of watching. Clearly, parents are able to simply change the channel, but not before leaving Cocomelon a massive amount of dislikes. They've therefore earned the title, The Absurdly Popular Kids Show Parents Hate, and Cocomelon has actually responded to the criticism that explain our shows are not intended to replace outdoor playtime or playdates. They have a place in children's entertainment time, and as with food, exercise...
There it is. They ain't say they did to teach your kids. That ain't their responsibility. Oh, our responsibility, okay.
etc. It comes down to each parent to find the right and appropriate balance for their children.
There we go. So that's those parents' fault.
Our responsibility is ensuring that the quality of the content that we produce is high and beneficial for the development of a child's cognitive and soft skills.
Now that's a lie. I
don't even know why they should have put that in there.
That is that corporal joint I was talking about with the bios out earlier. Like this
we gotta try to find something, put it in there, make it look good.
Yeah, make it sound sweet. Nah, that's corporal lies. Y'all could definitely have that one.
It is worth adding that our social media communities are filled with stories of parents who experience firsthand how Moonbug content helps their children. Cocomelon does have a crazy amount of supporters, but it's obvious that some of them are
I have seen it. It helps them have free time. Like, bro, what?
Ignoring the downsides. My baby learned the alphabet and numbers from Cocomelon. She may not speak a complete sentence, but she expresses her wants through phrases. But is it Cocomelon's responsibility to ensure that babies are talking? Well, no. People love blaming cartoons and games for raising children, and not the shitty parents that don't step in to stop them from watching.
They need to put that in bold letters.
So much. Cocomelon is actually a really sad symbol of parents giving their children tablets instead of actually parenting and interacting with them.
I'm happy they ended it right there. Because
ultimately, parents are the people who choose how much their child consumes.
They got to stop blaming it on other situations, other things, other stuff.
Completely agree.
It starts at home. Now, if there is a physical disability or is there like a social, whatever, if they have a disability, that's something different. But a lot of stuff start at home. If it ain't happening at home, how do y'all expect us educators to teach them stuff that should have been taught at home at first?
Because that's y'all job.
Then guess what? We need to stop with the students and go to adults, teach them how to be adults for us to teach their students.
I don't have
their
time.
Children. I gotta teach you how to be an adult before I can even teach your child. If that's the case.
I gotta go to work. Nah, and that's not me trying to be devil's advocate. That's the excuses that parents will give. I gotta go to work. I don't have time. When do I get to live my life? Well, then you shouldn't have brought a life into this world. Tough.
I had a student tell me I couldn't do my homework because my mom said she was tired because she had to go to work. And you know what I said? I understand.
Yeah.
I can't be mad at them. I understand. So, and then that's when I went into my, well, I can help, I ain't gonna let a job feel bad. I gotta do what I gotta do. But I understand.
Shout out DJ Terry.
Because they were straight up. And I say, I understand. Or I probably won't do my homework this weekend because we're going to a party and you know what, they keeping it real. And I'm like, okay. So I'm the one that tried not to have that weekend homework, but sometimes it happens.
I just think and that's the one thing I also didn't like with school too, is I don't think they really acknowledge that everyone has different situations. Or they do acknowledge it, because that's why the thing with the lunches exists, like free, reduced, and full price. They obviously get acknowledged that different backgrounds and different holes will be different. But I feel like in terms of the education still and the way they're teaching it, like overall, it doesn't take that into account. So that's another reason why I just also dislike school, on top of many other reasons, on top of Trill just being like Trill. But yeah, nah, seriously though, I do agree with Mom. Like, yo, it's just different for all students, man.
And it starts at home. I'm sorry, and I know everybody's home situation is different, and some have good and some have bad. It's how can we get your child to sit down and learn or whatever if they don't do it at home? How can we get your child not to come to school and curse if they're cursing up a storm at home? It's like, how could we get to not have them when they're doing it? They with us 8 hours a day. 8 hours. And guess what? Some of those 8 hours is probably the only love they receive at all.
Oh, yeah, that
I don't even want to get into that. But this is all about Cocomelon and delayed speech and stuff. Yeah, but who put that on?
That's what I say, and that's the main thing I just want to cover before we head out. It's just like, yeah, y'all gotta realize, like, yo, at the end of the day, this Cocomelon John exists, and it's a parasite, and yeah, it's TikTok brain rot, and yada yada, this, that, and the third. But at the same time, it's just like with all other things, bro. Like, people say not to do drugs, people say don't watch this certain thing, people say don't involve yourself with these Johns. But at the same time, you have to make the conscious choice to go out and do these Johns, to go watch this content, to go do drugs, to go out and do this dumb John. Like, you have to make that conscious decision for yourself. So parents, I feel like it's not obviously like choosing between doing drugs and John is not worse, but y'all feel what I'm implying. As a parent, especially for a kid, for your kid, another life that you know could be affected in a lot of means. This is exactly why I think the unschooling thing and the van life stuff is dumb, because it's like you setting your kids up for failure. You gotta acknowledge, bruh, yo, I know the infant kid or whatever, the 1-year-old kid turned on the remote or whatever, and that's funny or whatever, and it's, you know, one-time conscious, but most of the time, bro, these is young boys, they don't know what they doing. You put in your phone, you putting the phone with the Cocomelon in their face, you putting a tablet with the Cocomelon in their face, the laptop in their face, the TV, turn the TV on. This is like majority of y'all fault. Cause if they don't got access to these Johns, like, bro, are you not just willingly giving them access to this John? How it's gonna happen, bro? How they gonna get their grades right? They may figure out how to access it by themselves, but by the point they learn how to do that, they should be able to make. I would pray, cause young bulls these days, I'm talking about the older young bulls, like if you like 12 plus. Yo, these young boys still stupid, but they're still old enough to I hope, think for a little bit, a tiny bit, for them 5 seconds they got, like to make these conscious decisions. You know what I mean? And for a young boy, that's like 3, bro. Mom put on Cocomelon, yay! I couldn't put on anything else. I don't know how. So I don't know. Yeah, I think the main thing is taking accountability. I keep saying this. When are we gonna start having some self accountability? Because you always see it on everywhere online, bruh. People are so quick to blame everybody but who? Themselves, baby. Tough. And that's what parents are doing for these kids with this Cocomelon, John. But yeah.
Anything else?
Screw Cocomelon, screw Elsa Gate, screw Bluey, screw all that, John. I don't care. This young bull, John. I'm not gonna lie. Yes, I am a hater. Very much so. Skibbity Toilet, we looking at you. I ain't gonna cap. But yeah, that was Cocomelon, the most evil channel on YouTube, Sunny V2. If you guys want to watch more vids like this, obviously we're going to post them. But if you want to watch Sunny V2's video, that will be down description below to give you own opinions and conjecture. If you like this vid, then like it. I don't know. That's tough. Subscribe too. We're trying to hit 3K. If you want to watch more of our vids, turn on post notification bell so that every time we post a new John, that boy will be straight up in your feed. Better watch the whole thing. And no cat.
I'm
Trill. And we got to go go drama farm in the next John. So we going to catch y'all on the flip. Peace.